Hello, I'm Outnumbered, and this is Season 3 of the Survival Let's Play series. I just started a brand new seed here, and I'm very excited to be playing in Minecraft Java version 1.21, which recently released. And so we're starting a new season of the Let's Play, and let's get started. So we have this cherry blossom grove right at spawn, and it's quite large. There's also a huge mountain range as our backdrop, and I saw where we spawned in below. This seed has some ocean in the distance. I think that way is ocean. And there's a bit of an island out there, which is appealing. Maybe we'll start a base there. Looks like there's a lot of good resources down below, and I think I even spotted a shipwreck right there. And so I'm excited to explore this world and see what it has to offer. And in addition to that, we have all the new 1.21 features to look forward to. So we've got what? New tough blocks. We've got new copper blocks, I believe, as well. We've got the trial chambers with some new mobs, including the bog, which I think is a skeleton that shoots poison arrows. We've also got the breeze, of course, from the trial chamber, and a few other features to look forward to as well. We've got some new paintings. We've got some new music discs, and I'm sure I'm missing some things. We've got the crafter. We can play with that, and so that'll be fun to add to some of our farms that we build. And yeah, this is probably the most exciting time in a new Let's Play series is Episode 1. There's so many possibilities and so many things to explore. Can I reach? Okay, I want to reach this tree. No floating trees in this world. This is a survival Let's Play after all. Looks like I might have to chop some adjacent trees to get rid of the floating leaves there, but that's okay. We'll take care of that later. I think I'll leave this tree stump here. In fact, I was thinking about maybe starting to do that, just so we can keep track of where we've been removing trees, and it'll kind of add to the lore of the world. Being that it's a Let's Play, we can see where there's been some player interaction. Oh, I saw some leaf decay there. So that'll be kind of cool if we just leave one log every time we chop a tree, and we can see how much deforestation we actually do in this world. Some areas, of course, we won't be removing we won't be leaving the log, that is. We'll be taking it with us because you know, we might need to clear an area for a build or something, and then we wouldn't be able to do that. But that's just an idea I had. Having chopped my first tree here, let's go ahead and make our first crafting table. And I want a pickaxe as well, so let's go ahead and make some sticks. There we go. And I saw some stone just down here. In fact, there's a cave system, I believe, connected to this area, and so we'll be able to get some early game resources here. I think I don't see coal or iron yet. Okay, there's coal right there, and I'm sure we can find some iron pretty close. I want to get geared up just a little bit, and then we'll go explore our new world. Let's get started right here, though, by making our very first wooden pickaxe, which I will try to hang on to as long as possible. Hopefully I don't misplace it. In the last couple playthroughs I was able to hold on to the first wooden pickaxe made in that world and put it on display in my starter house, and so we'll try to do that again. It's a good tradition. I know a lot of people do the same thing in their Let's Plays. Let's make a stone axe so that we can mine a little bit more stone. And is this an area that we really want to mine? I don't think so, because this is pretty close to spawn. And so let's go ahead and pick up our crafting table. We got some starter stone there, but we can actually do better than that. Let's head down into this cave a little bit. We're just playing in a survival world, not hardcore or anything. So if we die, it's not that big a deal, especially being that we're so close to spawn. So it's okay to take some early game risks here, I think. But it would be nice if we could keep kind of some of the beauty of the natural terrain here intact. That's a lot of mobs. Okay, we've got skeletons there. We've got creepers, and that would certainly be, whoa, my first death if I stuck around. So let's get out of there. We can get the rest of our stone somewhere else, I think. Yep, up we go. All right, that creeper won't be able to get to us, I think. And we have enough stone to get started. We've got some basic tools, our pickaxe and our axe. We've even got enough cobblestone for a furnace. So let's go see what other kinds of trouble we can get into in this world. I'm going to need a food source pretty soon, and I was thinking about doing some fishing, but it would be also nice to have a bed, so maybe we take out some of the sheep down there. I thought I saw some sheep. Yeah, right down there at the bottom of the hill. Let's go get some wool, and then we can craft a bed, and if we feel like we're in danger, we can go ahead and sleep the night away, although I am planning to try to stay awake in this world as long as possible and kind of use the night to our advantage. But early game, we are pretty squishy. All right, sheep, give me your wool and some starter food. I just need 3 of you to volunteer. Thank you very much. And now we can make a bed if we want to. In fact, if we grab just one of these flowers up here, we can even dye our bed. Why don't we go with... Yeah, we'll just do the classic red bed this time. All right, Poppy, you are red dye, and let's see. You know what would be pretty cool is if instead of crafting a furnace, if I crafted a campfire instead, and we cooked food on that, because usually I go straight to the furnace, which requires fuel, but we could save on fuel early game. Eggs already, well. We could save on fuel early game if we just make a campfire. Maybe we even set up a little camp and hang out there for a bit while we explore the spawn area. Thanks for the eggs, chicken. I'll put those to good use later. I kind of want to chop some more wood because I need logs for this campfire idea. So let's chop this oak tree here. I'll leave the stump, of course. There we go. And then we can use that for crafting our first campfire. I think there's a flaw to my plan, though, because I didn't grab any coal. And so what I need to do is make a bit of charcoal, which means let's just craft that furnace after all. And with the furnace, we can, let's see, we can make charcoal. How do you do that again? Is it just a log and a few planks for fuel? That should give me 1 piece of charcoal. And then we have our sticks already done. Okay, yes, we got a piece of charcoal there. So we can use that charcoal to make a campfire. I think it's 3 logs. What is it? The charcoal, and then is it sticks? Yes, okay, so there we go. That's our first campfire. And if we put that down right over here, we can use that to cook the mutton that we got. There we go. Our very first food cooking in the game. And now we can get some saplings from our first oak tree that we cut down as the sun sets. I'm going to let the hostile mobs spawn in for a bit, I think, and then we'll go ahead and sleep. So in preparation for that, let's get our bed ready. And because surviving the night is going to be difficult, being that this is our first night, let's make our newly crafted bed here red. And we'll put it on the hotbar and get ready to sleep. But I want some mobs to spawn in. And, oh, it looks like our food is ready. Let's pick that up. I'll leave the campfire down, though. And I think we can pick these up as well. Our first crafting table and first furnace. We'll try to hold on to those for as long as possible for posterity's sake. Let's make a few more sticks. And hopefully some mobs are spawning in now. Let's see. Okay, that's good. And we did pick up some sugarcane as well. All right, hostile mobs, spawn in, and then I'll sleep. I just want to see if we can get some easy string. A few arrows and bones will help us get started. So if I can just get a few mobs to spawn in. Okay, there's a spider over there. Very good. The creepers are dangerous, but we can repair any holes that we create. So let's go ahead and let the mobs spawn in. Is that good enough? Actually, we could try to go take on that spider. And actually, let's try to fight some other hostile mobs as well. We're close to spawn. I don't actually see a lot of mobs spawning in. Okay, there we go. Some skeletons spawned in and a zombie. There we go. Here's our first spider right here. I want to try to get enough string for a fishing pole, and we just picked up 2, so that is going to be enough. Hello, zombie. You don't really have any drops I want unless you want to give me a carrot or a potato. That would help me out. Okay, no vegetables from that zombie. I see a lot of other mobs spawning in, so why don't we go ahead and use our bed now? And then we'll go around and see if we can pick up some more of those mob drops. Hey, we're getting advancements already. All right, I see some mobs burning. We got a skeleton over here. There we go. Ooh, dodge those arrows, though. Skeletons are still dangerous. All right, we got some bones and arrows off those guys. Let's go ahead and head back across the river. And I saw some other hostile mobs that just kind of burned in the daylight there. So we'll see if we can pick up those drops as well. And now that we have string, we can do a bit of fishing. I guess we inadvertently picked an area to kind of hang out here since we set up our campfire. Where did I see the mobs go down? I want those sweet, sweet mob drops. There's a creeper. All right, let's try not to leave any holes, shall we? If we can avoid it. Hey, we got some gunpowder, our very first. All right, any more creepers about? I don't see any. I thought I saw some mobs burn over here, but I don't see their drops laying on the ground. Maybe it was a zombie. Or maybe they just didn't leave a drop. Here, let's check over this way too. There were some mobs that burned up on the hill here. We got another egg. And I don't see any more. I guess I was hoping for a few more mob drops than that. Maybe I slept a little too early. But that's okay. We got a good start there with the string and the bones and a couple arrows as well. So we'll be able to get some wheat growing soon. There's coal up there on the mountain. Maybe we'll go get that later. Anything else? Another egg, okay. Where did all the mob drops go? I guess there just weren't that many. I'm going to give up looking for them. So I was thinking for episode 1 of our new season of the Let's Play that we might build a bit of a starter house. And as I was saying at the beginning of the episode, that island over across the river there looked really good. And so I'm going to head in that direction and we'll check out that shipwreck next as well. Just doing a bit of fishing here in the river before we head out. I think the shipwreck is down the river there near the ocean. So we'll head that way in just a moment. I cooked up some of the fish on the campfire over here. And so hopefully that food supply will last us a little while. I'm just trying to see what we can fish out of the river here. So far it's just been fish. We got a couple of puffer fish and mostly these rod cod. Raw cod? Yeah, and I cooked up a few of them. Let's take our crafting table and head down the river now. I want to see what we can get from that shipwreck. I'm hoping for armor trim and maybe even some iron would be nice. I would even accept a few books. That would be good. And if there's a treasure map, we can even go look for some buried treasure. Which would give us our very first heart of the sea and the possibility of our very first diamond. So let's see if I can remember where that shipwreck was. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm not used to this terrain, but I like the sunflowers. There's the shipwreck. I knew we wouldn't have to go far. And this island over here is the one I was talking about setting up a starter base on. I think it would be a good place to build. In fact, I see some... Is there a... Oh, is it a flower forest biome? I love those. That'll be a great place to build, and we'll have access to dyes too. We could even make a dye farm, and we'll have access to all those tutals to get dye from as well. This is an interesting looking shipwreck down here, and I see a chest already, but only one. It doesn't look like it's a full ship. Here, let's get some air before we go and try to loot this thing. Let's see. Okay, I think there might be 2 chests in this shipwreck. Let me eat some food real quick. Yeah, look at that view from here. That's amazing. I think a starter house would look really good in this area, maybe up on the hill there. It looks like we're going to lose the sun soon, so let's hurry up and loot this thing. We've got a chest in here. This is the one with iron, and we did get some armor trim. So we've got the 2 coast armor trim. I'm going to take the lapis and the emeralds as well. Now let's go get some air if we can just surface here. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to bob in here for a minute to get my air back, and then we'll swim back out through this opening. Was there a second chest as well, or was that the only one? I think maybe that's it for this shipwreck. Sometimes there's a chest out here as well, but I don't see one this time. So no buried treasure map, but that's okay. We got some really good loot. We got the armor trims, which we'll use those later. And we got a little bit of iron here. 7 iron, in fact. And I'm going to go ahead and use that iron right away. We're going to do some upgrading. We'll get a shield going. Let's make our very first iron pickaxe, and I think we'll use the last 3 ingots of iron for a water bucket, which is always good to have for cave exploration, and it'll also let us set up some farms that aren't right on the water, you know? Yeah, let's pick up our crafting table. Since we're done with the shipwreck, we can head over to the island here and see what kind of biome this is. I'm pretty sure it's flower forest, but I do want to clear an area so that we can build a bit of a starter base in this episode, a place to kind of set up some chests and accumulate some resources. Yeah, this looks exactly like a flower forest. It's not the biggest, but at least there's a lot of different flowers here. So what do we have? We've got the lilacs. What is this one again? The name escapes me for the moment. Let me check it. Poppies, right? No, peonies. That's right, peony. Peony, lilac. We've got the tulips of lots of different colors. What is this one? Uh-oh. I forgot my flower names. The azure bluettes, of course. And what else have we got? More tulips down here. Roses, that's nice. So we have almost all the 2 tall flowers at our disposal, and I think we want to start clearing an area. This actually looks really good right here. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing we did on the first night, which is let some of the hostile mobs spawn in. Hello, bunny. Little bunny rabbit there. I think we'll let some mobs spawn in, and oh, okay, maybe not that many. We've already got a zombie over here, spawned a little bit too close to me for comfort, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep the night right away, I think. Maybe down here on this little mini beach area. Yeah, let's go ahead and sleep, and then we'll see if we can find any more hostile mob drops. I would like a bit more string so I could put a bow together, if possible. Okay, we did get a creeper spawned in, which isn't great. I don't need zombie drops for anything. We'll take care of the creeper in a moment. What I'm most interested in is this spider over here. So let's take out the spider. And we did get 1 more piece of string there, but that's not going to be much to do with any bow crafting, unless we save up for some more. I see another creeper in the distance as well. I didn't think I was going to get quite so many creeper spawns, but that's just kind of collateral damage, right? Can I maybe... no. Oh, okay. I didn't even equip my shield yet, but that's okay. The creeper was in water anyway, so we were perfectly safe from the creeper blast there. All right, let's go ahead and equip the shield so it has some use for us, and we'll go take care of that other creeper as well. Where did he go? On the other side of this hill, I think. Creeper could have despawned by now, actually. But let's just make sure the coast is clear. Yeah, looks like maybe the creeper is already gone. I do see a little bit of rotten flesh up here, which means there was a zombie. Yeah, I don't see any signs of creeper activity over here, so it looks like we're safe for now. So I've cleared a little area here inside this little flower forest biome, and I think this might be a nice place here for a little starter house. We don't have that many resources. We're mostly going to be using oak logs and a bit of cobblestone. But before we start building, I want to show you something I found underground. Now, I was trying to get cobblestone for our starter house build, and I dug straight down right here, and what I found is that not far underground here there's a little bit of a cave, and inside the cave, you'll see in just a moment, there is a dungeon right here, and I haven't opened it up yet because I noticed right around the corner here there's also an amethyst geode. And so that'll be fun to open these up and see what's inside, see what kind of loot we can get from the chests here. Oh yeah, it's dark in there, but I don't see any mobs spawned in. Now I think this is a zombie spawner. And so not my favorite kind of spawner. I would have preferred a skeleton, but it is what it is. At least we'll be able to get a source of XP though. I was thinking this being so close to where we're planning to make our little starter base up on the surface, it'll be easy to come down here and get XP if we make this into a little bit of a farm. Now in the chest we have our first music disc. It's number 13. We've also got our first bit of gold here and our first name tag as well because we haven't fished one yet. Our first piece of wheat and a whole lot of bones is going to get started with a farm. Some free food and a free bucket as well. So that's nice because we don't really have much food. And the bucket we can use maybe for lava or something. In fact, I'm just going to take this whole chest with me as well. We can add to our storage area up on top on the surface there. I guess what I need to do is expand the wall here to make this farm. And I still need cobblestone, so I'm going to go ahead and steal the cobblestone from this dungeon here where I was going to have to remove it anyway. And we're going to use it on our starter base build up on the surface in just a moment. I also want to open up the amethyst geode just to get a couple torches in there and maybe even mine some of the blocks around the amethyst buds so that we can harvest more of the amethyst shards. I think this wall needs to be pushed back as well. And of course, we're going to have to do some lighting up of caves in the area, which I've already begun to do. You can see some torches out there in the cave area. All right, let me get started on collecting the rest of this cobblestone, and it looks like we have enough to at least get started on a build. I think it's mostly going to be made of oak wood and cobblestone, but we might smelt some of this if we have enough fuel so that we can build with some stone bricks as well. So it's not much, but we've got a bit of a starter home here now using the resources that we had. The cherry wood, the stone that we made stone bricks out of, and we've got the smooth basalt and the calcite from the amethyst geode. So this house is looking pretty good. I need to move my stuff into it. I just went with the square floor design here, and it's all just amethyst. In fact, can I hear? Yeah, you can just barely hear the noise when you walk across the floor. And let's see, it looks like we need to put in a door. So let's go ahead and use the cherry wood to put a cherry door right here. Not like that. The other way, please. There we go. And now it's flush with the back wall. How does that look? Oh, yeah, that's quite nice. And then we have quite a few windows. And I was thinking we could use the cherry trap doors for those. In fact, I may need to make some more, but for now, we'll just put them here. Do I like that opening out, or would it be better if it opened in? We'll leave it out for now. And let's see, I don't have enough trapdoors for all the windows, but I definitely want them on the back window here to keep mobs out. So there we go. And then the side windows as well. We'll get the higher windows later with some more trapdoors. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I just went with stone brick for the roof and then filled it in with the cherry wood, the cherry planks. And it looks a little bit strange. Maybe we should mix up some of the blocks to make the transitions a little nicer between the smooth basalt and some of the other textures going on here. But I'm pleased with this starter house. This is exactly the kind of thing that I had in mind when we started building here. And let's not step in the campfire, shall we? So in between episodes, I'm going to work on making the zombie dungeon that we found into a working XP farm. And also, I think I'll start making a staircase down so we can explore some of the caves. Don't step in the campfire. Under our base, but this is where we're going to live. I'm going to move all my stuff into the house, and we'll hang out here for a bit. I'm going to do some fishing over here and try to get some food supplies built up because we really don't have that many animals in the area. Although I keep seeing a cow over here. I'm pretty sure it's just one though. And if we had a second cow, we could start breeding them with the wheat that we have. But I haven't seen two around, so just one so far. In fact, I should probably put that cow in a boat until we can get another one over here to start a little cow farm to help us with our leather and food supplies. But that's going to do it for the very first episode on our Season 3 Survival Let's Play. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.